Hello everyone. In this video I am going to discuss Russian formalism. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, please subscribe so that you may have access to my videos next time I upload them. Russian formalism was a significant literary and linguistic theory that emerged in Russia during the early 20th century. It marked a departure from traditional approaches to literary analysis and interpretation by focusing on the formal elements of literature, such as language, structure, and style, rather than historical, cultural, or biographical contexts. So there were certain key features of Russian formalism. What were those features? The first feature of Russian formalism was focus on form. Russian formalists emphasized the study of the formal aspects of literature, such as narrative techniques, plot structure, rhyme, rhythm, and other linguistic features. They believed that the form of a literary work played a crucial role in shaping its meaning and effect on the reader. The most important feature of Russian formalism was the concept of defamiliarization. This concept, coined by Russian formalist Viktor Shklovsky, refers to the technique of making the familiar seem unfamiliar in order to evoke a fresh perspective and engage the reader's attention. This often involved using language and literary devices in innovative ways to challenge a reader's preconceived notions. Another feature of Russian formalism was literariness. The formalists were more concerned with literariness. Literariness is the quality that distinguishes literature from other fields of knowledge. The formalists' preoccupation with literariness was meant to give a scientific status to literature, to study literature for its own sake, rather than studying it in the form of an extension of history or other narratives. Russian formalists sought to define what made a text literary. They argued that there were certain qualities that distinguished literary language from everyday language. These qualities included deviation from narrative language use, heightened expressiveness, and a self-conscious use of language. Another feature of Russian formalism was foregrounding. Formalists introduced the idea of foregrounding, which involves bringing certain elements of a text to the forefront of the reader's attention through various stylistic and linguistic techniques. This helps create an aesthetic distance and draws attention to the form of the text. Another important feature of Russian formalism was autonomy of literature. Russian formalism advocated for the autonomy of literature, asserting that a literary work should be analyzed and appreciated in its own right, rather than being reduced to its historical, social, or biographical context. The prominent proponents of Russian formalism were Roman Jakobson, Viktor Shklovsky, Boris Eichenbaum. The most prominent among them was Roman Jakobson, who was a linguist and was one of the founding members of the Russian formalist movement. Jakobson emphasized the study of language and its role in literature. He later became a significant figure in structural linguistics and contributed to the development of semiotics. Viktor Shklovsky is known for his concept of defamiliarization and his ideas about the relationship between form and content in literature. He believed that literary language should disrupt habitual perception to encourage active engagement. Eichenbaum focused on the study of narrative techniques, characterization, and plot structure. He introduced the concept of estrangement, which was similar to the concept of defamiliarization introduced by Shklovsky, which aimed to reveal the underlying artistic process of a text. Russian formalism had a profound impact on literary theory and criticism, influencing subsequent movements such as structuralism and new criticism. It provided a foundation for analyzing literature based on its inherent artistic qualities, and its ideas continue to be relevant for understanding the formal aspects of literary texts. This was just a short introduction to Russian formalism. If you want to know more about Russian formalism, subscribe to my YouTube channel and listen to the full lecture on formalism, Russian formalism, liberal humanism, and new criticism. Thank you.